How to do, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah Vita. If you don't already know, if you do know, then groovy. Thanks for coming back. I appreciate you. So, I have had quite a few of you ask me about just the basics of dressing vintage, dressing rockabilly slash pinup slash whatever you would like to call this lovely subculture, because it's kind of all of the above, right? So I'm here to help you with that, because my advice might be a little bit different from, say, you know, older YouTubers that don't do YouTube anymore, that are also into that. So, yeah. First thing we're going to talk about is where to buy your stuff. So, I think that the best place when you're starting out is, obviously, you know, prints. Certain prints are going to be a big part of that. Like cherries, I'm not really a fan of cherries or polka dots, but I am of leopard print. But I'm not really a big fan of cherries or polka dots. I still wear it, but it depends on how it looks. Like, I don't like to wear stuff that looks too costumey. I try to avoid that at all costs so it looks more authentic. Even though I would say my style is a little more towards rockabilly, if you want to put it in that category. So more like leopard print, cherry, skulls, gothabilly, bats. I love bats, monster print stuff. So yeah. But as an example, the dress I am wearing now is actually from Walmart. I wear this all the time, mainly because I don't gotta wear a bra with it. Sometimes your girl gets lazy. Okay, sometimes she gets lazy, and sometimes you just don't want to wear a bra. So I mean, Walmart. A lot of the clothes that you guys have seen me wearing are from Walmart. I don't personally shop there because I cannot stand Walmart unless it's Halloween. Like, y'all know I have social anxiety. I hate being around a whole bunch of people unless I am drinking. So, yeah. But Walmart usually, at least in the summertime, usually tends to have a lot more tiki-inspired stuff, like Hawaiian dresses, Hawaiian-looking dresses, just tropical dresses that you can easily make, you know, vintage slash pinup slash rockabilly. So, I mean, and I've got a million of those, so. And another one would be Ross. Ross, if you go in their dress section, sometimes they have really good stuff. Goodwill, obviously you can find actual vintage there. Sometimes, not all the time, but usually you can find some vintage pieces. And, you know, if you're small enough, because most of the, like, actual vintage pieces that I've found are way too small for me. So, you just gotta keep digging, because you never know what somebody's put in there. I've found a Hell Bunny dress before for, like, $5. Yeah, Goodwill, different thrift shops, you know, that are cheap are a good place to find, you know, different dresses, skirts, tops, stuff like that. Excuse me. And I know a lot of people hate Shein. I was totally against Shein, but like when you ain't got a lot of money, Shein is kind of the place to go. And what is it? DECDS, if you look that up on Shein, yeah, that's where I got my red overalls that y'all have seen before, my cherry top, like my white shorts. Like, I've got a lot of stuff from Shein, actually, and I'm not proud to say that because I know. But when you ain't got a pot to piss in, that's the place you need to go. So, moving on, next we're going to talk about dresses. So, this is kind of a no-brainer, like anything that's kind of like cinched in at the waist. Yes, I'm pointing at my waist, you can't really see it. But anything that cinches the waist, a good belt will go with it. Honestly, with any of this advice I'm giving you, anything can really look vintage as long as you can do your hair vintage. The hair and the makeup and the accessories are the key. That's the key. Wow, I look really bright. So yeah, like this dress, once again, I'll use this as an example. This, you know, I just put a belt with it. If I didn't have a belt, it wouldn't make it, right? But the belt makes it. So yeah, get yourself a good belt. This isn't my best one. This is about had it. As you can see, it's all like, yeah, get yourself a good belt that cinches you in at the waist. And yeah, literally any dress you can usually, if it's already like kind of cinched at the waist a little bit, anything A-line, pencil, anything like that. That's definitely going to be the key there. Now, tops, we're talking like almost diner looking tops, like, you know, like a diner dress, you know, with the collars and stuff like that. You know, anything like that that you can find at like a convenience store, or not convenience store, but, you know, like I hate saying Walmart because I hate Walmart, but I mean, they're really not that bad when it comes to clothes. I mean, yeah, sweetheart necklines, maybe not on me because Lord did not bless me there. He forgot. But yeah, anything like that, collared blouses, prints like, you know, the regular prints, or solid tops, and then you can, you know, mix them with skirts, like even like a really long skirt, as long as you got a belt and your hair done, like I said, you good. And bottoms, yeah, high-waisted pants, high-waisted shorts, and thankfully they're coming back in style, so that's cool. They're a lot easier to find. So yeah, definitely anything high-waisted is a really good place to start. And yeah, so I mean that's it's really easy. And accessories is like whatever you want to do. If you're like me and you like to mix your style, like bats or cherries, or like kind of you kind of like, sometimes you're gothabilly, sometimes you're rockabilly, sometimes you're psychobilly, you know, or sometimes you just want to be straight up vintage and look elegant, or just like you just came from the farm, like with overalls that I've done before, different ones, not those. I have jean overalls too that I do. This is actually I got a tutorial for this. So, but yeah, I mean, it's really simple to do, and of course, you know, paint your nails red, lipstick, makeup, everything, you know. I'm definitely a firm believer in, yeah, like I said earlier, like your hair and your makeup kind of makes it look vintage. It could be a brand new dress or reproduction dress. I didn't know if I was saying that right. You guys know what I meant. A reproduction dress, like, you know, that looks vintage but it's not, or, you know, like, I think it's really, you know, up to you. Like, when I first started dabbling in vintage style, like, I did dress more goth than I do now. I was like a hardcore into goth, like every style you could think of goth, especially cyber goth, I was totally into. And then when I turned 15, I was like, oh no, I love gothabilly. And then, you know, stuff like that. And then what I grew up with, like music and stuff like that, all kind of played like a role into it. So you're just going to kind of find your own niche about it, your own thing that makes it you. So, and that's the best advice that I've got for you. So yeah. So I do have hair tutorials. If you guys want to see them, they're a lot easier, simpler vintage hair tutorials, or maybe like a modern twist on vintage. So, or if you need to wash your hair the next day, you know, this is perfect. Braids are where it's at. So anyways, yeah, thank y'all so much for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, because it really helps my tiny ass channel. And yeah, let me know how you're gonna get started with your vintage style and put your twist on it. So yeah, and of course, as always, don't forget to keep it rockin'.
In his pants, he's you drunk to cat. He's wearing 1956 underwear.